Welcome, everybody, and welcome back to the Neighborhood Bridges Kindness Cast. I'm Rick Bannister. I'm the CEO and founder of Neighborhood Bridges, coming to you from Westerville, Ohio on a very wintry day today. Um, and I'm just tickled to have with us Kate Wilborn, who is an elementary school counselor in Baldwin County, Alabama. And Kate, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem.
So, I know that there is just been magic in Baldwin County through neighborhood bridges, the way the community has responded to help us lift up our most at-risk students and their families. And so, what can you share with us about those students that you've worked with or families that you've worked with there in the elementary school?
Well, we live in the second fastest growing county in Alabama, I believe just behind Huntsville. And so we've had just an influx of people, which has been challenging because it has slowly kind of changed our housing market and our rental market to where we have a real struggle with affordable housing for a lot of our families. And then you kind of combine that with the effects of the pandemic and just our economy overall. And so we have more and more families who are struggling.
Yeah.
And Neighborhood Bridges has been just a lifeline for us. In the past, I feel this is my 20th year as a school counselor. In the past, I just had my kind of group of people that I would call over and over again to help, when really there were so many folks in the community that were willing and at the ready to help, but they just didn't have a way for us to kind of link up with them. And so Neighborhood Bridges has been wonderful in kind of meeting those two needs. You were talking about it being a chilly, wintry day. I've been able to use Neighborhood Bridges to help with a family who did not have heat in their house. And normally in South Alabama, we don't have so many days when it's really cold, but when it gets cold, it gets cold. And so we were able to very quickly get them space heaters and electric blankets. And then on the flip side of that, it gets really, really, really hot here and humid. And we have some brutal summers. And even over the summer when school was in session, I had a parent reach out to me and say, "Look, our AC is broken. We don't have the thousands and thousands of dollars to get that fixed." And I was able to very quickly get some window units donated for them. They have four special needs children, and so it was just those basic things that people
Right.
need. It's been wonderful for us.
That's really great to hear. And from your professional experience, Kate, and you've been doing this a while now, you just shared that with us for
Mhm.
20 years or more. What does it mean when um, some of these very basic needs are met for these students? What do you see? Uh, how does this impact them?
Well, I mean, for a lot of our kids, they are um, coming out of a situation and walking right into school, expected for their brains to be open and ready to learn everything that they need to learn. And when your basic needs aren't met, you just don't have the space for that. And so, being able to help these struggling families so that a child has a warm, place to sleep at night, where they can get adequate rest, where they have food over the weekend, and are able to come in where they've maybe don't have we also have used Neighborhood Bridges to get a washer and dryer, just getting to have clean clothes, having deodorant to wear, having a toothbrush and toothpaste, and just those basic things that, if you don't have those, your ability to be successful in school is squashed. And so it's been wonderful for us. Just uniforms, tennis shoes, sporting equipment, so that kids are able. We got were able to get the registration fee covered or waived by our local rec department, but they still needed cleats and they still needed a soccer
Mhm.
ball and
Yeah.
just those things.
Those are, I mean, you just went over a number of great examples of things. And, it's interesting, Kate, you and I are almost 1,000 miles apart. And, but we share more in common than I think people understand. These are the exact same things that kids are lacking in Ohio and throughout Alabama, top to bottom, or on the other side of Mobile Bay in Mississippi. And so, it's wonderful to see the way that the Baldwin County community has responded, especially, that segment of the population, 3 out of 4 residents typically don't have kids in school, to
Yeah.
engage that portion of the community and let them be a part of uh, learning and welcoming environment in the schools.
Mhm. Well, and I've said this throughout my career that kids don't vote and they don't pay taxes, so they don't have lobbyists there, and
Mhm.
in Washington, kind of advocating for them, and so we have to do that. And I neighborhood bridges kind of restores my faith in humanity when I get jaded, I get so frustrated
Yeah,
about things. And then I post a need and like the next day someone picked it up and has brought it by, and it
yeah.
makes us so happy. And it's a true win-win for everybody. Our students get what they need, but people in the community also feel connected to us. Like you said, even if they don't have a child here, they're able to still partner with us to, because ultimately these kids are going to grow up and be our community. So it's to everyone's best interest to have them where they need to be.
You really touched me with that response, because, uh, and you and I have never met, we've never discussed this or anything until today. But I will tell you that, and I've shared this with a lot of people, we launched Neighborhood Bridges on Martin Luther King Day in 2017, and it's a bet on humanity. It's exactly what
Mm-hmm.
it is. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that the Baldwin County community is restoring all of our faith, and how we serve and who we serve. So thank you so much for what you do every day, to advocate for the students of Baldwin County, and we hope to continue to remain there as a partner with you and put a little wind at your back at the same time.
Hey, it takes us all.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.